call to artists to respond to the Vancouver 2010 Olympic Games and to the values that the artists saw expressed in the Games. In this case, Judy was looking at the values that were important to the community that were not receiving attention. And there's over 500 women that have gone missing on the downtown east side, and most of them are First Nations, and very little action was taken. It's absolutely despicable, and let's hope that this sort of thing never happens again. Thank you, Judy, for bringing it to us, and for including it as part of the React 2010 exhibition.
The grid, it's downtown is like, it's Vancouver downtown, and the downtown east side is highlighted over there. And down here is, I believe it's where, over there is where Arnold Schwarzenegger relay run. The blue represents the relay run, and the white lines represent Vancouver downtown. One person put lights between the images, and the other person put lights between the flowers. When the lines is crossed, as you're supposed to reveal the relay location between the initials. When you navigate between the flowers, you're supposed to reveal the missing woman where they disappeared. It's not necessarily the first person who take the walk first wins. That's I think that it's the same with any other mathematical games, including chess.
Liz Solo, she's from St. John's. This is her work over here with the Ronald Run. So she did a Ronald McDonald training for the Olympics. This is all done in Second Life. It's all Mishima video. So she's created avatars here and filmed it. I don't think McDonald's has seen this online yet. I haven't been getting any calls.
I grew up in Alberta during the 1988 Olympics in Calgary, and I still have a lot of stamps and souvenirs from then. So my work, it does focus on commercial nostalgia. I look at fans, I look at fan culture, the objects they collect, how they interact with these objects. So for me, regarding the Olympics, I'm very interested in all the paraphernalia around it. And I guess for me, while I was Christmas shopping, I went into one of the department stores, and I noticed that there was initials absolutely everywhere. And you know, I knew to expect to see all these souvenirs, but yet I didn't expect to see unofficial initials on bathroom towels, shower curtains, on soap dishes. So for me, I'm kind of torn between this aspect of these collectible items, how people collect and why they collect. What do they get out of this, and how do they interact with these fan objects and whatnot? So for me, I decided to redecorate my whole bathroom with the initials and to kind of live with it for a while. And just to understand it better. So my way of going about it was to make it myself, and in a very do-it-yourself manner, which is the kind of aesthetic that I use in my work.
Jeremy Turner, who's got his work right behind us here, is another artist from Vancouver. He performs in virtual world of Second Life, so this is the same world that Liz Solo did her work in with Ronald training for his Olympic game. Each of these is a 30-second clip of the performance, and the artist asked that we show them all separately. So they start from this from here, this is the start of the performance, and it works its way through to the end. And he's doing a performance with the Olympic rings. The other work here is Christian Nicolay. He's an artist originally from Florida who's now living in Vancouver. It's called $20 or 10. He again was looking at some of the issues that are really affecting people on the downtown east side, especially in Vancouver, but all over the province in terms of the homeless. Just to the left of that we have Chris Bose. He's an artist from the Secwepemc Nation in Kamloops. He was looking a lot at the Indigenous symbols, but also the social problems that have plagued Vancouver for such a long time and have never been dealt with. And so he's shown the city as though it was on fire. He's got one of the highest suns in the back there, and the Olympic ring is really looming over the city, and the coyote and a lot of the different symbols.